Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a seemingly simple habit that can have a surprisingly profound impact on your health. Drinking water before meals. You've probably heard this advice before, but have you ever wondered why it's so beneficial? Is it just old wives' tale, or is there real science backing it up? Well, buckle up because we're about to explore the fascinating science behind this practice. We'll uncover how it can aid in weight management, improve digestion, and even boost your overall well-being. Trust me, understanding the why will make you much more likely to make this simple change. Before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on more evidence-based health tips. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Let's start with perhaps the most well-known benefit: weight management. Drinking water before a meal can be a surprisingly effective strategy for controlling your calorie intake. Think of it this way. Your stomach has stretch receptors that send signals to your brain indicating fullness. When you drink a glass or two of water before eating, you're essentially pre-filling some of that space. This can lead to you feeling fuller sooner and consequently eating smaller portions. Several studies have actually looked into this. For example, research published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association found that adults who drank 2 cups of water before a meal consumed significantly fewer calories during that meal compared to those who didn't. Text overlay with citation: Dennis, E.A., et al. Water consumption increases weight loss during a hypocaloric diet intervention in middle-aged and older adults. Journal of the American Dietetic Association, 10/2010:775-780. It's not just about the physical space in your stomach either. Sometimes our bodies can confuse thirst with hunger, so by hydrating beforehand, you might actually realize you weren't truly hungry in the first place, potentially preventing unnecessary snacking or overeating. Beyond satiety, drinking water before meals plays a crucial role in optimizing your digestion. Water is essential for the entire digestive process. It helps to break down food so that your body can absorb nutrients effectively. When you're adequately hydrated, your stomach can produce sufficient gastric juices, which are vital for breaking down food. Water also helps to soften the stool, preventing constipation and promoting regularity. Imagine trying to mix a thick powder without enough liquid. It becomes a clumpy mess. The same principle applies to the food in your digestive system. Water acts as a solvent, making everything move along smoothly. While there isn't extensive direct research specifically linking pre-meal hydration to digestive efficiency, the well-established role of water in overall digestion strongly suggests that starting your meal in a hydrated state is beneficial. Staying hydrated throughout the day, including before meals, supports all the necessary bodily functions, including digestion. Here's another interesting aspect. Some studies suggest that drinking water can temporarily boost your metabolism, a process known as water-induced thermogenesis. Research, published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, found that drinking 500 milliliters of water increased metabolic rate by 30% in healthy men. The increase occurred within 10 minutes and reached a maximum at 30 to 40 minutes. Text overlay with citation: Boschman, M. et al. Water-induced thermogenesis. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism 88.12, 2003, 6,015 to 6,119. While the metabolic boost might be modest and temporary, incorporating this habit several times a day, especially before meals, could potentially contribute to a slightly higher overall calorie expenditure over time. Think of it as a small but consistent nudge in the right direction. Staying well hydrated also supports optimal bodily functions, which are all interconnected with your metabolism. When your body is functioning efficiently, it's better equipped to manage energy and burn calories. So, how can you easily incorporate this habit into your daily routine? Here are a few practical tips. Keep a water bottle with you. Having water readily available makes it easier to remember to drink. Drink a glass while you're preparing your meal. This integrates the habit into your pre-eating routine. Set a reminder on your phone, especially if you tend to forget. Now, how much water should you drink before a meal? Aim for about 1 to 2 cups, around 8 to 16 ounces, approximately 20 to 30 minutes before you eat. This gives your body enough time to process the water and for the fullness signals to start kicking in. It's also important to note that while drinking water before meals is generally beneficial, you don't want to overdo it to the point of feeling overly full or uncomfortable. Listen to your body. Also, if you have certain health conditions, such as kidney issues, it's always a good idea to consult with your doctor about your fluid intake. There's a common misconception that drinking water with or before meals can dilute your digestive enzymes and hinder digestion. However, this is largely a myth. Your stomach acid is quite potent, and the amount of water you typically drink before a meal is unlikely to significantly dilute it to the point of impairing digestion. In fact, as we discussed earlier, water actually aids digestion. It helps to break down food and facilitates the movement of nutrients through your system. So don't let this old wives' tale deter you from embracing this healthy habit. On a personal note, I used to struggle with portion control, especially during dinner. I'd often find myself going back for seconds, even when I wasn't truly hungry. Since I started consciously drinking a glass of water about 20 minutes before my meals, I've noticed a significant difference. I feel fuller faster, and I'm much more mindful of my portions. It's a simple change that has made a real impact on my eating habits and overall well-being. I encourage you to try it for yourself and see if you notice a difference too. On a personal note, I used to struggle with portion control, especially during dinner. I'd often find myself going back for seconds, even when I wasn't truly hungry. Since I started consciously drinking a glass of water about 20 minutes before my meals, I've noticed a significant difference. I feel fuller, faster, and I'm much more mindful of my portions. It's a simple change that has made a real impact on my eating habits and overall well-being. I encourage you to try it for yourself and see if you notice a difference too. Stay hydrated and stay healthy.